Now, right here at this here place, the Glens are there. There's all this animosity that's going on. Matter of fact, my dad's had this Boland's tractor delivered, and the Boland's tractor's coming from Port Angeles, Washington. Marty Johnson and the Johnsons and everything. The it's here now. The Boland lawnmower's here, and it don't take long before Jerry Wright sabotaged that Boland's tractor and taken the oil plug out of it. And this was after Jerry Wright's out pulling wheelies, jumping wheelies with this there thing on the sidewalk property around my dad, or behind my dad's back in front of me. He's damaging everything. He's damaging all of my dad's vehicles, anything that we own. We get our BB guns. We have our BB guns. Me and Jerry and Jim have our BB guns down there. And my dad, all this acting out and stuff. Jerry says it's a hot day. I know it's a hot day. It's probably close to August. It's hot right there in Mossy Rock at that bowling alley. And we've had pool tournament. My dad's got people coming around playing pool and stuff. Like there's pool tournaments and stuff around there. Coming down there and they're playing George Wright, Rick Smith, and all these people that round Mossy Rock and stuff. They're all down there at that bowling alley bringing their pool sticks in, and they're playing my dad pool like, you know. And I'm witnessing, my dad having pool tournaments and stuff in the bowling alley in the summertime. My mom isn't there, like my dad's special, and I'm witnessing it. Well, he must be. Well, his shit don't stink to me. We got a goddamn bowling alley now. Then I've been locked in a cage in Port Angeles, Washington, and all this stuff. And my brother Jerry's doing this stuff regardless, but I'm still looking at my dad like my dad's goddamn king on the fucking top of the world. And I'll just fucking say it like that. And here we got our BB guns and stuff, and my brother Jerry, the first, now he's gonna do something. He's gonna fucking do something, leave an impression on me that's gonna last a lifetime, and I'm right here now to tell you about it. He says, hey, oh, by the way, pool tournament's going on. Ivan Jeffrey's been there, his wife. She's doing prostitution out in the parking lot. I don't know what prostitution is. I don't know what sex is between a woman. I just know that there's men going out being in the back seat of a car with women. And I didn't think it was so bad. My dad said there's this woman's taking men out in the back seat of cars. I'm thinking maybe they're talking. I don't know. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm blind. I'm stupid. I'm only 11 years old. I don't even know about the birds and the bees. You know, I've been locked in a cage. So anyway, my dad's telling me, John, watch everything. We're watching this guy. We're watching, John, watch this. My dad's fucking training me to watch people. You watch the way they walk. You watch the way they act because they might be up to something. My dad trains me to be his eyes when he's not there. you know, I mean, okay, Dad. If I see something, but also people know when they see me they don't want to act out because they may not understand. I'm not very good of not being. I mean, I'm not trained not to be seen. I'm just trained to observe things. You know. So people when they see George's boy, they straighten up a little bit too. It's nice having one of George's kids around to make sure people are straight. When my dad can't be there, I will be there. Just the way it worked out. And these here boys, Jerry and Jim, was doing stuff, like the bowling balls being dropped, the cats, this stuff. Jim was coming back and telling me the stuff. And, here we've got this situation going on where all this activity's coming up, and I'm watching it fester, and it's coming through my brother Jerry. He's luring my brother Jim into it, and here we are at that bowling alley, and all this stuff's happening. Oh, let me tell you what. The oil plug came out of that lawnmower, and it went down Actually, 3 houses down, there's a machine shop or a guy that does small engine repair. It says small engine repair on the sign out front of his door, next to the blueberry patches and Aldrich's. And I'm picking blueberries at Aldrich's berry patch for money at this point because my dad says, John, you gotta make money. You know, me and my dad, we gotta fucking make money. I'm buying bologna down at Smith's grocery store. When Dad takes me down there, he says, "Go get me a pound. Go get us a pound of bologna, a loaf of bread, and a mayonnaise." And you know, we'd live on bologna sandwiches and stuff when we were on the run there. And my dad would make sandwiches up, you know, for me and him. And you know, the boys, if they were there, they'd get sandwiches too. But they're not really around me and my dad. They're gone. They stay away, and me and my dad's there. And you know, that guy that had the little engine repair shop, you know, I don't know where the motor's gone. I just know that the motor's been sent off to be repaired. I don't know that it's gone 3 doors down. And you know, we've got racing going on behind the bowling alley with my dad's car. That Delta 88, that was my mother's car that was used in the murder in California, was there, of Darlene and Michael Mougeot. Michael Mougeot lived, Darlene got murdered, and I was in California the very night that Darlene was murdered when my dad came in the door of the motorhome, or in a motorhome, or camper, and his camper and pickup. And Dad come in, and I said, "Dad, the Zodiac struck, he's near us," you know, like this, in desperation as a child. And my dad said, "He's nowhere near us." To look on my family's face and look across the room. "But this is my star that's saying he's nowhere near us." And I said, No, it says right on the radio he's here." You know, Jesus Christ, I know nothing about my dad doing this and acting out, but they all goddamn did. And I fucking didn't know. So here we are. They already know my dad's doing this shit. And the way the family's been acting out. I've been in a cage in Port Angeles, by the way. You know, I'm only shown what I need to know, and I'm being told, "You're stupid, you're deaf, you're dumb, you're blind." You know, like Tommy and the pinball wizard. That's got to be a twist. A pinball wizard with just a supple wrist. And even all the songs and the music that I'm singing, I'm hearing at the time. You know, when in the morning, you know, when I hear, "Here comes the sun, da 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 da, here comes the sun, da 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 da, it's gonna be all right, da da da." No, it's not gonna be. I always wish that day is gonna be all right, but it wasn't all right. I end up here abducted into Monster Rock, Washington. All this stuff's going on, and that guy right there at that small engine repair, that guy's place is on fire now. After racing, that guy knows that, you know, we're out there in his backyard running around with his cars. I mean, he's seeing things different than I am, sitting in a car fucking flying around the field in this car. And I mean, my brother Jerry, he's ripping the hell out of my dad's cars and stuff. He just don't give a shit. Why? Well, maybe they're going to dismantle everything anyway. I don't know what's going on, but my brother Jerry sure goddamn does. So Jerry, I'll tell you, he says, "Go in the bowling alley and come out with Dad." And this is after Ivan Jeffrey's been around. It's been late night. It's fucking late at night. You know, you could see the fog in the distance over the fields out back, across the fields towards the school. I mean, I've been in the restaurant and the bowling alley and stuff too. I come around, I walk through the bowling alley freely right there. And, you know, it's kind of they go in the bowling alley and come out with Dad. Jesus Christ. You know, the guy next door, his place, his shop burns down. He sees my family doing this stuff over here. When the engine got repaired and I found out that the engine was over there, me and my dad went over there to see if the engine was ready. And as soon as maybe I got back, and I might have mentioned that the lawnmower engine's just right over there getting fixed to my brother's. I mean, literally, that guy's shop got fucking burnt down. I mean, I watched. I was in the back behind the bowling alley looking, and I look over at that guy's place and I see that shop being burnt that has my dad's lawnmower engine in it. And after that guy's shop burnt down and stuff, being my dad's son that goes to, and I walked over there with that guy to his shop. I went over there and I asked him about my dad's engine on his, for his lawn, about his lawnmower. And that guy goes, "Get the hell out of here," like, Jesus Christ. One of us had done it, and one of us probably had done it. And he probably looked at me as if I was one of the little bastards that did it. Now, Ivan Jeffries and everything that's going on in the bowling alley, I mean, shit's being torn up around the bowling alley. We're shooting out the windows and stuff of the laundromat with these BB guns. Knocked all the glass down while my mom's gone. Me and my dad's cleaned up the laundromat stuff. My dad has me clean it up. I actually shot out the fluorescent lights. I was out there with the boys. We pulled up like we were a gang member of 3 boys, and we were the Clantons, shooting down one set of Clantons, shooting down the other ones like it was the OK Corral right there. And I swear this here goddamn happened. And we sat there, we all shot, and they had me shooting together with these guys. I got slow people driving by, you know. So anyway, then the incidents with the BB guns, and you go in the bowling alley and come out, and you come out with Dad, you know, you don't act like nothing. It's just a setup. Well, I go in and I come out, you know, because, well, you know, I do what these guys say because I gotta live with these boys. Well, I come out as innocent as my dad. My dad's carrying a bowling bag with money, the money from the bowling alley, so somebody don't rob the bowling alley. You know, he's worried about somebody breaking in the safe because there's money being taken out of the safe anyway, and Jerry Wright and Jim's doing it. Jerry Wright's doing it. Jim knows about it, by the way. And me and my dad come out of the bowling alley, and Jerry sticks that gun in my dad's face. "Stick him up, fucker!" And boy, my dad takes that gun, he fucking goes like this and smashes it, pops him right in his face. You know, and I've been slugging people in the face ever since because I witnessed my dad do it. I witnessed my dad hit Chris Orlando in the face. And I also witnessed my dad hit Jerry in the face because when me and Jerry was out behind the bowling alley, running around the bowling alley in that Delta 88, down in a Delta 88 1963, you can pull it down and reverses the last notch down on that. So when you're going forward out there around that field that was just turned to mud on the corner, Jerry'd pull that thing down into reverse and spin the tires backwards, and we'd go sliding around like this, and my dad's seen him do that with that car. And when me and Jerry comes around the parking lot by the bowling alley and that laundromat, my dad walks out right there. "Stop that goddamn car," he says. And Jerry just stops that car, and I'm in the passenger seat. I'm getting the fuck out. Oh boy, give me those keys. I'm getting out of that door. As I'm getting out of that door, and I'm fucking closing it, I see the keys come out of Jerry's hand. When Jerry was like this, Jerry pulled the key out of the ignition without shutting the car off. You could pull the keys out of the ignition out of that Oldsmobile without turning it back. He pulls the keys out of the ignition. He goes like this to hand them to my dad. My dad just grabs those keys and punches Jerry in the face. And when Jerry's head turns this way, there's blood on his face. And that's where I get it from, right? There's my old man. You know? And all of a sudden, Jerry just drops that thing. All I see is Jerry just stomp the wood like this. And all of a sudden, there's rocks flying where that fucking car's doing a little fishtail coming away from us. And he showers me and my dad with rocks. Me and my dad just turn our backs to Jerry as those rocks are showering us right there. And my dad's just goddamn laughing at that point. That's how my dad was. Anyway, thank you for your time. And I just like going down, showing you guys stories and stuff.